He was a first responder firefighter on 9/11 that lost his life. And it really didn't hit home until she handed me this badge. And all of a sudden, I'm here for this guy. I'm running for him. Had nothing to do with me. I usually don't get emotional, but it's important. It's people like this that fight for our freedom. Our first responders, our military. It's important. It makes a difference. This guy made a difference. It's tough to put in words when you're very emotional. But it's my first run. I'm glad I did it. I'll be a supporter from here on out for the next run and the run after that. Hopefully I can get more people involved to make a difference. And like I said, one can make a difference. And I'm just happy to be part of the GMC team. That's means something. You really don't know what it means until you're actually part of something. And when you're part of something, good things happen.
What's this race all about?
It's big for first responders. There's so many people that you're representing when you're running it. No matter the conditions, you always want to just do good for them.
What are the weather conditions? What was it like to run it today?
Like 30-mile-an-hour winds. It's like 30. It feels like it's like -5, but it's 40 degrees, they say. It's extremely hard to breathe going down hills. It's always against you, I guess.
I'm here with Lisa, the event director for the Tunnel to Towers, and she's going to tell us the story.
So, the story for the Stephen Siller Tunnel to Towers Foundation started on September 11th. Stephen was a New York City firefighter. He was off duty that morning. He was heading home to play golf with his brothers. He called his wife Sally, who was the mom of his 5 children, and told her, "I'm not going to get to play golf today. I'm going to go back. I hear something's going on." He heard over the radio. He was heading back to the firehouse. He headed back. His guys had already left, so he grabbed his gear and tried to get into the city. The tunnels and the bridges at that time were all closed, so he parked his car on this one side of the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel, strapped his gear on, 60 pounds of it, and ran 3 miles through the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel to Ground Zero. Unfortunately, that day, the whole platoon did not come home. Stephen lost his life on that day, and ever since that day, his family decided to not focus on the grief, but to celebrate Stephen's life. And they started this run, this 5K run. It started in New York City. The big run is there in September, and we have a nice big group of runners that usually come out. Last year, I think we had about 30,000. And what they do is they raise money to benefit our first responders, our fallen first responders, and our military personnel who have been severely injured while serving our country and our communities. The military personnel that are injured are built smart homes that help them to live independent lives. Fully handicap accessible, wide doorways, low countertops. These homes are given to them mortgage free. Our fallen first responders that are killed in the line of duty What the foundation does is they pay off the family's mortgages of anyone that is left behind, that leaves behind small children. They will, seek out and pay off their mortgages, and they've done this for numerous families. Unfortunately, they've been called to duty many times to take care of this. We've built over 50 homes for our soldiers, and there are many more to be built. These runs started from volunteers like myself who wanted to do something in their own communities. They wanted to bring the story home, because sometimes, when you leave New York and you're out of the area, it's forgotten. So September 11th is in our community through these runs, and we tell Stephen's story because we want to remember his sacrifice of that day and all of those that died on that day.
I was on duty that day. I responded. The first tower already collapsed before I got there. The second tower came down just as we pulled up. What saved our life that day is the tunnel that Stephen couldn't run through.
Yeah.
I couldn't drive through it. So the delay of going around to the bridge, as we pulled up, the tower fell right in front of us. Mm-hmm. Later on that day, Building 7, I happened to be walking by it. People giving out free bananas. We were starving. We kind of knew the building was in danger of coming down. We weren't sure. As I decided to go get a free banana, the building fell. Luckily, I heard the glass breaking, and I pushed the guy I was with. Both of us dove under a fire truck, and it collapsed on top of the fire truck.
Amazing.
And the fire truck saved our lives. We were amazed. We climbed out the other side. I just thought it was debris coming down, and to get up and realize a 40-story building just fell on top of us. And one of the lucky ones is still around to talk about it.
Lucky, yes you are, and I want to thank our first responders and our military. It's guys like this to keep us safe, to keep this country safe. Thanks, Tom. I appreciate you being here.
Thanks for having us. Great day here. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I'm here with Lucy. She's a district manager with GMC. She's going to talk about GMC's involvement with the Tunnel to Towers.
Well, thank you, Danny. So excited that this is the first year for Northeast Pennsylvania dealers to participate and sponsor the Tunnel to Towers race here in Weatherly. An amazing foundation that GMC has been supporting for many years now. Just glad to be a part of the events today. So I've been in the Northeast Pennsylvania area for about a year now. I did attend the event in New York City last October, which once again was inspirational, amazing to have so many people come out and support our first responders. And so again, just excited that Northeast Pennsylvania is doing their due diligence and supporting this foundation.
Well, this is my first. It's not going to be my last. I will be here throughout the year supporting the Tunnel for Towers, and I'm glad to be here.
Thank you, Danny.
You're welcome. About the first mile, my heart wanted to explode through my chest. My legs feel like rubber right now, but ironically, after running, I settled in, and miraculously, I just started running. I'm built like a rope, but I'm out of shape. I met a lot of nice people. This is a great community. They're very veterans oriented. I've seen a lot of signs on bumper stickers, on cars, supporting. And this is just a beautiful town doing their part for the United States. I mean, it's great. I'm sure there's a lot of other towns like this across the United States. It's amazing, great fun. Coming out to this, I didn't know what to expect. It's my first race, and it really didn't hit home until I was given this. This is Kenneth Kemple. He was a firefighter. He got killed on 9/11. I had met somebody that was with him on 9/11, and that person dove underneath a fire truck, and his life was spared, but he is here today. We'll talk to him a little bit later on, but it's amazing. It didn't hit home until I actually got this. I could be back at the dealership, but no, I'd rather be here supporting this guy. I mean, it makes a difference. I'm not an emotional guy, but definitely makes a difference. One person can make a difference, and I'm here running for this guy, for Ken, for our responders, for our military, for our retired veterans. My father served in Vietnam. Who knows, if he didn't come back, maybe I wouldn't have been here. But all makes a difference. One person can make a difference. And we live in a great country here, and it's a good cause. And again, GMC is a big supporter, and we'll continue to support the Tunnel to Towers. And I encourage everyone else to support this cause. Thanks. Lisa, where can people find out more information, and where can they help?
All they have to do is go on to the tunneltotowers.org. It's tunnel with the number 2, towers.org. Google Stephen Siller. You will find a ton of information. You can see a lot of videos about the foundation. We are the Northeastern PA Run. If you go to T2, the number 2, trun.org, click on Northeastern PA. You can still you can still donate on there. Our page is open 6 weeks after the run, after today's run, and you can do donations there. And they also have another program that is an $11 a month program that you set up an automatic withdrawal coming out for $11 a month that goes directly to the foundation, and you'll help everyone that just so deserves it.
Very nice. So GMC is a big sponsor. They are a big supporter.
They are.
Support your Tunnel to Towers. I'm here with GMC on behalf of the GMC dealers of Northeastern Pennsylvania. Thank you. I enjoyed today. It's a great community. Thanks for your support.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Can't wait till next year. I'm here in Weatherly, Pennsylvania. Today was the 5K run, the Stephen Siller Tunnel to Towers Foundation Run, 5K. I just got finished with the run. After the first eighth of a mile, it felt like my heart was going to come through my chest, but I regrouped, walked a little bit, and then all of a sudden I got into a rhythm, started running, felt great, finished the race. Met a lot of nice people today. A lot of nice people, a lot of first responders that were there on 9/11 that witnessed first responders being killed, and I appreciate the work that they've done along with our military. GMC is a big sponsor and supporter of the Tunnel to Towers, and I'm glad to be part of it. So I'm sitting in the back of a GMC truck, best truck in America, hands down. I wanted to come here and try and make a difference. And they always say, you know, hey, can one person make a difference? Absolutely. I could be back at the dealership today. Today's our busiest day, but no, I chose to be here. When I first came in to register, I told her my name, told her who I was. She handed me this badge. This is Kenneth Kumpel. He was a first responder firefighter on 9/11 that lost his life. And it really didn't hit home until she handed me this badge. And all of a sudden, I'm here for this guy. I'm running for him.